A street scene was first produced on Broadway in the late 40s. I think originally we became curious about the piece because it seems to be an exploration of community in a diverse city. A celebration, if you like, of community, of how a place develops its own identity in the context of the very different individual identities of all the people living there. And also, I suppose, I was interested in it as a piece because it's such a mixture of forms, of Puccini-like opera to Broadway musical theatre. And what's remarkable about what Elmer Rice, Langston Hughes and Weill do is that they knit all that together into one coherent show about how tough it is to live in an urban jungle.
Miss Morant, there's something I want to ask you. A girl like you can get plenty of fellows. Why must you pick out my brother Sam? We're just good friends, that's all.
I'm enjoying it tremendously. The last two major operas I've done have been in Italian, so it's been great working in my mother tongue and also working with dialogue as well. I've never done an opera, or a musical for that matter, with spoken dialogue, and I've absolutely loved the acting side of things, as well as the musical input as well. And it seems that this musical piece of theatre integrates both the acting side and the musical side so beautifully.
Chocolate cake and frosted steak and cornflake and milk and shake and marmalade enough to make a berry cake.
Okay, that's fine.
Street scene is an absolute gift for everybody involved, for the director because the scenes are so meaty, for the choreographer because, well, first of all, you have the most fantastic dance number that you could wish for. Just musically it's fantastic because it has three sections. You have the first section, which is a fantastic, fast, rhythmical, speedy dance, and then you have a blues section, and then you go back to this build-up to a high crescendo, to a fantastic explosion.
I don't think, in any sense, is street scene the product of a Broadway hack. I think street scene is the product of someone who spent his life in theatre and who, like a lot of composers in the 20th century, is magpie-like in his approach to composition. It's a huge shame he died so young. Particularly as I feel with this piece is 1947, he'd already been writing in America for 10 years, and I just think with this piece he'd found a way forward. With this piece that he hadn't done. I think some other works in that period are flawed. And I think in this piece he's really found a way of combining all his talents, and the courage of his convictions to still be operatic and to not be shy away from that world, but keep in the things that the producers want, the big dance numbers, and somehow integrate them. Also, and this is what I love about this piece, he's found a way of going from speech to song very convincingly with the use of underscore and the use of the way the music starts underneath dialogue and the way the dialogue then continues into sung text. And he does that quite smoothly, which a lot of composers don't manage. Even someone like Richard Rodgers, you're aware of the double bar line in a way that you're not with Kurt Weill. So it's a huge shame that 3 years later he died, because I think with the right subjects, another 10 years of writing in this vein and even extending this language even further would have been extraordinary. But then, you know, we could say that about Mozart and Schubert too, so what would you do?